Hey Thomas, how'd you stay motivated through these injuries? What kept you going?
Just knowing what I can do when I'm healthy, knowing how I have an impact and how successful I believe I can be. Just I don't know. I feel like I have a pretty strong mindset, pretty strong-willed. I don't think that I could be broken. I can go through these injuries 3 more times. I'm not going to fold. I wouldn't take anything back the way it's been done because I think I'm stronger and better for it.
Was there any person or anyone that you could really like lean on during that period? Anybody that really helped you?
Definitely my dad. I mean, my dad's always been my rock. Me and him have always been really close. He's more of a friend than my dad. Me and him have always been extremely close, and I could really go to him for anything.
You seem like you have a mindset, and this is a compliment, to go 150 miles an hour. Is it tough during that process to hold yourself back at points when they're saying two, or how you balance that, I guess, on your rehab?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, sometimes I love doing the things that other people hated because I knew the benefits that would come to it. I guess I don't know how to say it, but I'm extremely hard on myself. Harder, probably my worst critic, and that's really sometimes I have to hold myself back, is because that's what'll hurt me is when I'm too hard on myself and I'll let one mistake or one thing turn into two. So I think that's one thing I've definitely grown at, and gotten much better at, is just being able to kind of calm myself down and just say, kind of what's next play.
What are your expectations for yourself now going forward?
My expectations haven't changed at all. I think I can be, the Mackey Award winner. I think I can be the best tight end in all of college football. I think I can be a first-round pick, second-round pick. It's just I've had a few setbacks, and the saying is one setback is just set up for a major comeback, and that's kind of how I look at it. I don't think it's changed the destination. It's just changed, a little bit of the timing.
What has this off season been like for you?
The off season?
Yeah, what's it been like for you?
It's been great. I love it. Competing, everyone's working. Everyone's working as a team. We have a great camaraderie as a team. I feel like the whole team's grown mentally, physically. Obviously, I feel like what I believe is that winter conditioning isn't really to get you in shape. I feel like it's more of a mental thing because everyone's going to go on spring break in a week, and you could lose everything you've gained in 1 week, really, if you're not really keep working at it. So I feel like it's more of a mental thing. Obviously, it's physical too, but I think it's definitely more of a mental thing than physical. It's been great, though.
What have you thought of the new coaching staff and the way they approached the winter conditioning? This competition that they came up with, what did you think of that, and why did you like it?
I thought it was awesome for a few reasons. One is, you got to earn the respect of the coaches, and everyone can talk and everyone can say how great they are and why they're a leader, but really the true leaders will emerge from these competitions and from the work that they're having us do, because it was not easy. I tell you that right now. There's some times when I was second guessing myself, it was tough. Sometimes I wouldn't see nothing but white. So it was pretty crazy, but it was extremely fun. I loved it. Loved competing, and I thought it was a great way for the coaches to kind of see, who's who, and who's really like the line in the room.
Thomas, when you first heard about Marcus Satterfield, South Carolina tape, what was it like watching that specifically, and how many do you think you can transition yourself to what Marcus wants to do?
Yeah, so right when he got hired, the first thing I had to do, I turned on the tape. They have a tight end, Jaheim Bell. They have Austin Stogner, Atkins. And really, I can see myself in all three of those positions. Austin Stogner is more, obviously he's a receiving tight end, but he's definitely more of a, blocking tight end, where they have Jaheim Bell. He's a receiving tight end. He can line up in the running back. They'll do fun plays with him, reverses, screens. So I can see myself doing those things, but I can also see myself in the trenches, getting blocks, getting dirty, which I love to do. So I'm excited for that too.
Will you be full go this spring?
Oh yeah, I was full. I could have played last year. There was times where they wanted me to play, and I was getting kind of yelled at on the sideline for not being able to play last year because I couldn't. I wasn't, medically released, which is probably the best decision in the long run. But if they had told me to suit up and play, I'd have been out there.
Who was yelling at you?
Well, I don't want to say, but I can probably. I don't know what they're doing now, but there's times where there were some coaches that were like, why isn't he suited up? Why isn't he playing? Because I would do I wouldn't go with the ones or anything. I'd be with the twos, or not twos, the threes, fours against like the scout team ones, playing against, getting them ready really. And I was just getting myself, it was really just trying to benefit me and them at the same time because I wasn't going to play. So I just went and did things with the threes and fours and fives against the ones. And I'd be making pretty good plays, doing things that, no one else was doing on the threes, fours, fives. And I'd be getting in trouble because I'm not playing. So.
Yeah, it had to be like frustrating because you want to be out there, right?
Oh yeah, what? Yeah, it was hard. Yeah, definitely hard.
Trainers wouldn't clear, was it the coaches or the trainers?
The head surgeon wouldn't clear me.
How did that make you feel though, when you've got coaches screaming at you that you should be playing, and then you've got medical people saying that you shouldn't be, like, kind of being that man in the middle?
I mean, it made me feel good because I knew I was doing good on the field. Like coaches saw that I could help and benefit the team, but at the time, it wouldn't really have been worth it just because of how we were performing at the time. Not really performing, I guess, just how the team was doing as a whole at the time. We weren't really winning games at the time, so it really wouldn't have. If I would have gotten hurt or something like that again, there would have been no point to do it because it's not like we were competing for like a Big Ten championship or anything.
What do you make of that tight ends room, Thomas, with Coach Wager and a new transfer that was a big time recruit like you? What do you think of that group?
Yeah, great group. Still filling out process, still getting to know the coach. Obviously, he's more I see him and I'm with him more than really anybody else, especially in meetings and stuff like that. So yeah, still filling out process. Different style of coaching than all of us are used to. So I'm getting used to that. But yeah, and then Eric, he's a great player, great kid. We're all just learning the offense. So.
You're following some pretty good tight ends in the past couple of years in Austin Allen, Travis Vokalek. Any words of wisdom they've given you over the years, or anything that they've shown you that you really try to emulate now?
More just like we all became pretty close, and I wouldn't say like I just know because of their success I can be successful too because they're great players and I can see it too myself. I guess I wouldn't say any words of wisdom or anything like that. I guess just more like I don't know how to say, but like confirmation. Like they seen me doing things in the right direction before I got hurt, and then after I got hurt, I guess they would like kind of like words of confirmation, like you're gonna be fine, dude. We've seen what you can do, type of stuff like that. But we're all totally different. I mean, you saw Travis; he balled out in the NFL Combine. I can't wait to see what he can do at the next level.
Hey, Thomas, give us an idea of how that point breakdown works in this offseason. How much was physical and how much was going to athletic events and community service and all that? Was it 50-50 or a little more? And how does that help translate to the success on the football field?
Yeah, it was definitely probably more like outside of football. We had like one competition really every Friday, and the winners obviously got the most points. I don't really know because every time it was a little different. They tallied it up, but the first week we lost. We were losing. We were the worst team by far. And after that, I was extremely upset. They called my name. They said Fidone last place. And I was like, okay, that's not happening again. Got in the group chat. I was like, everyone needs to blah, 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 do this, do that. And then the next few weeks we were winning. So the community service part's huge. And then like study hall, kids got points for study hall, which was huge too. Some kids, Keegan Minnie, for example, he elected to do extra hours of study hall just to get points for our team. So like that's how committed some of the kids were on the team. Chief, obviously, he'd drive to Omaha and he'd go do community service from schools and stuff here and there. So like everyone's had a different role. Mine was really just I would look at the schedule for the whole week, and then I'd tell everyone where to go, what time to be there. And Coach Foley, who was the pretty much head point counter, he said that it's never been this far of a part of a point spread. It's always been pretty close, and he'd give away some gimmies at the end, for teams to kind of catch up. And he said that our team just kind of killed it, so it was pretty awesome, and it wouldn't have been possible without these guys. So.
Why did Coach Rule say that this approach was so important to him? Like, why is it important for you guys to go to other sporting events and beyond?
I think just to show, I don't know the exact answer to that, but I would say just to, kind of show how committed we are, not only to ourselves, but to the whole community. We got new guys, that don't really know the Husker tradition, how dedicated and committed these Husker fans are, and I think it's important for them to see, kind of what they're getting themselves into. Because, one day the biggest fan will be your biggest hater. You make one play and they hate you, and the next day they love you. So it's really just, I think it's huge just for people to get out there and be with the community and also see the fans and meet with everybody and see how much people look up to you and have those conversations with those kids that, one day they might never forget. So I think that might be a big reason, but I don't know the exact answer.
Nuts and bolts question, how many people on your team?
Well, we've had a few quit, but probably 100 and.
Oh, no, I mean on your team, your women.
Okay. I was going to say, there's 12. 12, including me and I think the coach. Might be 11.
Sorry about that.
No, it's okay. It's all good, man.
Can you sense how just amped up guys are with a fresh start for everybody? With a new staff and this feeling like whatever happened in the past is in the past.
Oh yeah, it's always great until it isn't, and I say that because your coach might have loved you and played you because he loved you, not because you were amazing. You know what I mean? Some kids is that, and some kids it isn't. Now they got a chance to prove themselves, and you've kind of seen it. And I don't want to name names, but you've seen kids that haven't had the brightest light shine on them, but they worked their butts off, and coaches are noticing it, and they're giving them, I guess, what they deserve, what they haven't had before. So it's great. I love it.
What was like late November, December like for you as you're watching? Like, okay, who's going to be the coach, and sort of thinking about.
Yeah, that was crazy. There were so many speculations out there. I didn't know who we were gonna get. It was crazy though, because it's just you don't really know what to expect, to be honest. So I don't really. It's been a while ago, but I remember it was crazy.
Did you ever consider leaving, or did you say, you know what, I'm a Nebraska guy, no matter who the coach is?
You always have those thoughts. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I've definitely considered it before, because I lost my coach, Coach Beckton, who in my opinion is the best in the country. The dude was insane. He was so detailed. From if you had a step just an inch off or 6 inches off, he'd see it and he'd fix it. And yeah, but I feel like that's with anybody. And then once you get to see this new staff and see how they work and what they're doing, it changes you. So.
Thomas, route running, route releases, do you work with any receivers to help you do that? Or like how is route running and like releases and being kind of like a pass catching tight end, how important is that to you?
Oh yeah, I don't really work with anybody, honestly. No, I just watch a lot of YouTube. You can find a lot of good stuff on YouTube, a lot of great coaching tips, and the rule, it takes 5,000 hours to master one thing. I haven't mastered nothing, but I feel like I've gotten pretty good at a lot of things. Just working on them, just one thing at a time. But no, I feel like I'm extremely comfortable with being a route running, catching, receiver. I'm the heaviest I've been, and I'm almost the fastest I've ever been right now. So I feel extremely comfortable. I'm excited.
With the way you're listed at 235, do you carry the same?
I'm not 235.
Do you carry, what is it?
Oh, I'm 255 right now. I was 265 over winter break. I was 265 at home. Home cooked meals got me up there. But no, now I'm like 250. But before mat drills, I was solid 255, 257. So I feel really good.
Anything else for Thomas? Hey, Thomas, how cool was it to see the success that Max had this year
Oh, yeah.
at TCU, and then all the notoriety that Council Bluffs and Lewis Central got?
It was awesome. I love that kid. Me and him has had some fun times together. From throwing every day, every Wednesday together on the field. We got pretty close. We used to hang out on the weekends, do some fun things. He deserves every bit of success that comes his way. That kid has had a story as well, and I feel like we have similar mindsets as to there's not going to be anything that deters us from what we believe is our destination. So yeah, it was pretty awesome to see him be successful and continue to be successful, and I think he will be. I know he will be at the next level.
Thomas, for all you've been through your time at Nebraska, what has
being a captain on a winter conditioning team in a leadership position mean to you?
It means a lot, to be honest with you, because I didn't know I was going to be a captain. I mean, they came in here and they had captains picked out. How they did it, I don't know, but I believe there's some reason to pick these guys as captains. And me being a captain, I thought that I had to show them they picked a great captain and show them why I'm going to be the best captain on the team of captains that they picked. And I believe I did that in my team winning. Now, obviously, it wasn't just because of me that we won, but I believe I had a big part in that. And I think that I definitely proved to them, what they picked and why they picked me is good, and I owned up to it, I guess, or I worked up to it.